Alrighty, everyone, here we go with prospect set number 55. We have been flying through prospect sets at 3 a day. They are piling up here. This should be a good set. I do have a guest caster with me here in King James. He joined me on yesterday's sets, or set. He was only there for one set. It was Pyrio that was with me for the earlier set, and now he'll be again with me for the 8:30 set. So, James, what do you think of these teams?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to look at them again because I somewhat forgot already. Especially since I know you changed the teams for, for good reasons, obviously.
Yeah, Haxi and Umer on the same team would not have been fun.
Yeah. Honestly, I am somewhat skeptical about this match, honestly, because of Timothy. This is obviously his first prospect set, and I don't think many of us know what he's capable of. So for Senders, who's that's the team he's on to win, it just it all depends on what he's able to do.
Yeah, I think he is going to be a big mystery player for his team. With it being his opening opening set in the league. And then Lucify is Monday. Lucify is RL Monday. They are on a different account currently. Or they changed their name. Sorry. He changed his account name to Lucify, which is unique. I'll give him that.
Yeah, for sure. I think the person, at least, it's not a different account. Umer is out Umer now, so that's what it's fair.
Let me see. Lucify is the only defender back here. Is able to get a good touch though, sends the ball across the field.
Okay, I already know. At least I don't want to butcher the man's name. I'm losing he starts with I don't want to butcher his name. I honestly don't know.
Oh. Good pass there. And I gotta say, Miguel and Umer look like they're gonna be a dangerous duo for this set.
Yeah, they're both definitely great players to play against and with. Well, at least against and with Umer, I played against Miguel. Both definitely, those two are definitely great players. So, which is what we know that they're great, which is why I brought up Timothy being the X factor. If he does well, then they'll be great. Speaking of doing well, Umer almost got the goal. Miguel tried to take it, but actually saved.
Yeah, and I think in this game one, regardless of how it goes for Timothy, either really well or really bad, or even in between, you kind of just disregard it. It's your first game with all these players. It's your first games in rotation. Oh, what an unfortunate touch there off of Miguel's hood.
It's unfortunate for Miguel, but Lucify, really great touch. Honestly, it was a great clear, great positioning. Good goal.
Yeah, like what I saw there, Lucify bringing the pressure, and that's really all you can ask for. That's what's cost a lot of prospect games, has been teams not being able to generate pressure, letting the ball sit, etc., etc.
Right. Miguel with a pretty good pass, but no one was up. That's comparable. Potentially get the second touch. Almost got a flip off of that too. Close.
Oh, look, Miguel with a great pass. Timothy tries to take the feed. It's a soft touch.
I don't know how you pronounce that name. Do you know how to?
Ozui? No, I don't think it has. I think it's just Ozui. He messaged it to me, and then I asked him about it. And he told me, and I could not maintain what it actually is, so I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Ozui. See Lucify out here trying to get something going. I saw him trying to get a flip reset perhaps, but not going his way.
Yeah, he's doing great. It's not the first time he's gone for really clear. Honestly, Orange Team's had a good bit of pressure this time. Blue Team hasn't been able to amount to a good amount of pressure, but they still maintain the lead. And honestly, Orange Team's pressure hasn't amounted up to many scoring chances. So I think Blue Team right now is content with having this all unfold the way it is right now.
Oh, here comes Umer. Interesting touch there. He didn't try to send it towards center field. I don't know if it was just a mistouch or that was part of the play in there. Miguel with a shot. Uzui with a great save. And yet, Orange Team bringing a lot more pressure.
Yeah, trying to meet up on some of these challenges. Miguel trying to go for another fake, but Hoxie was not, or Haxie, whichever one's supposed to be, was not having any of that.
And outside of that one mistake that Orange Team made, it seems to have been pretty balanced.
It really has. It most definitely has. Like, again, they've been having a lot of pressure. They just got caught a little too far forward in that one clear and just goes in. Seems like they're bringing a balanced attack.
Oh!
X goes in. Okay, then.
I really thought he was gonna be able to get there. Was that they had 81 miles on it? Okay.
Yeah, Hawks, I feel like he might have been able to. It's just not the greatest positioning. It is what it is. 1-1 though, tied up. Orange Team tied it up. I mean, I guess the real question is, can Blue Team respond, or will Orange Team just keep on adding on? As potential passes of that gets broken up by Miguel. Thanks out Miguel. Almost went for the bump, but Umer was able to get the clear. He doesn't look like he has any boost. He has to leave it for someone, but Uzui, if that's not how you pronounce it, I'm sorry. Try to get the clear. Just making that known. Miguel though will try to get a touch. Lucify clears it somewhat dangerously, but it works out. Umer though with a great setup pass. Lucify will be able to get the clear. Can he get another touch? No. Miguel sends it over towards the net. Uzui's right there. And we go to overtime.
And this is turned out to be a good game one of this set. You know, I love overtime games. It really shows that the teams are balanced to some level.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That pitch was close. But that's not the greatest of touches. They are lucky Umer ended up missing that. Because that was very dangerous. But Timothy with a nice set up to Miguel. He will get the game of winning goal to take game number 1.
And look at Timothy here. What a great set by him.
And Noah was completely ready for that. It was actually a really good pass. I won't even lie.
And here we see Senders, you know, up now 1-0 on the set. I kind of, again, it's like one of those things, I mentioned it last stream we did together. It's almost like numbing. You kind of just expect Umer to win. You expect him to perform well at this point in his prospect career. And pairing him with Miguel, I mean, they came out strong. And then on the other end, you know, Lucify playing very, very well. Haxie, fairly new still. I think his first sets were today, so like still technically I'd consider a new player. And then Uzui has only played 2 or 3 days worth of sets as well, so another player I consider fairly new. Let's see now how they rebound going into game 2.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously they were up early. Well, somewhat early in this game, and then obviously when Orange Team scored, they really didn't have anything, not much to like pressure them and therefore not have much of an answer for them. So maybe refresh games being 0-0, 5 minutes on the clock. Maybe that's all they need to, you know,
pull it together.
Get an answer. Yeah, get an answer, pull it together. Maybe get the lead again.
Ooh, Timothy on a good kickoff there. Here we see Umer clearing the ball across the left side of the field here.
Wow, with a good dunk on Umer, but Miguel was able to keep it towards the blue corner. Zooey actually passes to Hoxie. He actually gets the clear. That's dangerous, but Umer will be able to get the clear away from his net. And Umer, very dangerous when he has possession. What can he do? That was almost a no-goal. But blue team, by the help of Haxie, will be able to get the clear.
Haxie with a wide set. Yeah, you got to get, with good defenders, I feel like you really got to get those sets along the, like, bottom of the goal on the left and right side have got to be really tight to the post. You can't do them so wide. The defenders always get clear.
Uh-oh. That's a double commit. Timothy with the shot actually cut Umer off a little, but that does not matter. Miguel will get the first goal for Orange Team.
Good touch here by Timothy. Haxie can only like lightly swat the ball away here, and that's not what you want to do when you're clearing out away from goal.
Yeah, that's definitely not. But to your point, though, no, like I do agree. Someone who I feel like my game is not much of an offensive player, defensive player, and even like seeing it when playing against other people, you do have to be very precise with your shots. Sometimes, like with where they're at, you have to get in between them and the post, and there's a very small gap. So yeah, being very precise will definitely help, especially trying not to hit the post, as that's a chance that maybe he'll wish he'll have back.
Yeah.
I'll take it because I didn't know who it was.
Oh, Umer with a boomer here.
Bars?
Oh my goodness.
Off the double tap. I mean, it's Umer for you.
Sets the ball, takes it off the top of the crossbar. And I mean, with how often he plays, you really got to question if you take him over Kryptonite first overall. Kryptonite might be a little bit more of a high-end player, but Umer's always here, and Umer's always performing.
Yeah, and obviously, not only do you take gameplay out and how often someone shows up into it, now you take other things, how well maybe a player would, you know, gel with your team, and maybe even like if the person has a connection, like maybe you try to take this person away from another manager else.
Oh my goodness!
That's another goal for Umer. But yeah, there's plenty of factors, and I feel like it is definitely deserving for Umer to be in that conversation for #1 pick over Kryptonite. Kryptonite, really great player, probably one of the best, but Umer definitely shows up to a lot of these and really tries to, you know, tries his hardest to make sure not only that he wins, but to make sure he puts on the show.
Oh my goodness.
Do what he can to win. That was almost a chance for Umer again. Lucified backwards. That was a good 50, but Umer was able to get the clear. Maybe I should start focusing on the blue team a little more. Probably be a great thing. Well, Umer is back. He gets a faint touch.
Oh, Haxie with a shot.
That might be in. It is. Oh, there's your answer. This 3 goals late, but I mean 2 minutes 14 seconds. Playing in time here for.
Yeah, and blue team really needed that with, you know, you just don't want to be down 3-0 trying to perform any kind of comeback. It doesn't matter how much time is on the board. You'd much rather have that clock read 2-0 if you're trying to get that comeback. 3 goals is just a little much to manage.
Oh, that was not the greatest touch, but Lucifer was able to help Azuyo out. And for those who just made a point as they go towards the end, he is on Monday, meaning Lucifer is, so just to clear up some of that stuff.
What is going on? This has been so one-sided here in game 2.
Yeah, they held their own for pretty well in the first game. Second game, something's happened. I don't know if they just need a little bit of a refresher, but with it being only a best of 5, you need to try and score it right here if you can. I mean, you don't want to go down 2-0. I'm not saying reverse sweep isn't possible, but you don't want to try to reverse sweep. You'd rather be 1-1 right here.
Oh no, Lucifer, what a save! Oh my goodness, it's not good enough though. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, he had a little more time than I think he may have known. Either that or just that flip in that ball immediately going out to his card. He just didn't really realize it and maybe a panic flip or something. Oh, fake kickoff? Nope, never mind. That was not a fake kickoff.
That is so unfortunate here. In game 2, we see Orange team is pulled up to a 6-1 lead. They're also leading on the set 1-0. And game 1 would not have made you feel like this is what was going to happen. Yeah.
No. The only bright side of this is that we get to potentially see the Brazil. That's all I'm going to say. So, you know what? If we see the Brazil, I'm fine with that.
What is the Brazil?
Oh, rip. It is pretty much a 7-1. I forget. It comes from regular soccer. I don't completely remember the origins of it. But I did, you know, it comes from, like, actual soccer. But pretty much it's a 7-1 scoreline. Uma's trying to make that happen, but that was actually a great pass. Timothy, what can he do with it? Not much. Axie gets the clear. So we able to try to get a pass off the backboard. Dumps Umer. Anyone there for a shot? No one's there for a shot. They're giving Orange Team a little bit too much respect here. That might not be good for them, but Lucify gets the clear.
And with just 30 seconds left to play, this is all but over for blue team here in game 2.
Yeah, at this point, all you want to do right now is try to build momentum for next game. And honestly, that pass might do it, but again, it just seems like no one's really much there to really accept these passes. They give Orange a lot of respect. And sometimes you don't need to do that. Sometimes you have to push. Especially when you're down, you sometimes have to push.
Yeah, you're already down by 5 goals there. What's another goal? Like, what realistically? What's giving up another goal? Like, it's not the end of the world. You're already gonna lose. Take some chances. Take some risk. I think you're right. You got to play up a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Brazil is some of a meme, but at this point, screw it. Why not try and change? You know, do little, you know, change something up. It would not be a bad idea at all. So. Here's what it is. Maybe they'll change it up, meaning their play styles or in the next game. But we'll just have to see and find out, honestly.
And we should be getting ready to go into this any second now. Assuming Lucify just changed presets.
Sure.
And they're ready to go.
Yep, Lucify in the Stocktain. Maybe he's telling the Orange team that he's gonna turn on his monitor. I don't know. But game 3, can blue team actually get the reverse sweep to happen? I mean, that's the only way they're gonna win. But there's only one way to find out.
You can't even.
Able to finish game 5.
Yeah, if I'm them, I don't even think you can really think about the reverse sweep. You gotta just play small ball here and focus on winning one game.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely do. It's just a matter of, I mean, you have to reverse sweep at the end of the day, but yes, like you said, focus on one game at a time, and then that, going to game 5, it'll just come natural there. You see, no one was there to accept that pass, albeit pass was a little pass, but it was scoreable, and the 2 people in net both missed it. That's a shot on net, or actually a little high, but it gets here anyways.
I'm not sure, because, like, all 3 of these players for blue team are very solid players. So it's purely got to be, like you said, a respect thing, when they're just giving too much ground to orange team, expecting speed, perhaps. I'm not sure. But they're allowing plays like this.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, Miguel and Umer, they deserve respect, right? But when you give a team respect, that only leads to that team having more pressure. Oh, that's an unfortunate pinch. That they're lucky to go off the crossbar. Lucify wasn't able to put it in, and Umer will get the clear. But, like, the thing is, obviously, it's a risky to not respect them. But at the same time, though, when you respect them too much, it gives them so much pressure that they'll eventually score at some point. But at the same time, you have to be smart about it too.
Yeah, you got to be aware. You got to be reading the field. And Umer does that very well. We see, I think Haxi does that fairly well. Uzui does that fairly well. Everybody in this game does that fairly well.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna highlight Miguel. He got 4 goals last game. We never really much mentioned this. This man, like for how much we talked up Umer, Miguel has been pretty much maybe not the star of the team, but he's been pretty much helping this team up, arguably even more than Umer has. He's been doing a lot on the stat sheet. That bump though was almost costly for Orange team, but they get away with it.
And that's an effect we usually see when you pair 2 really good players together. It's a pick and choose, like a pick your poison kind of situation. One of the two is going to get their stats against you. It's either going to be Umer or it's going to be Miguel in this case.
Yeah. You know, honestly, also depends on how well they mesh together. And honestly, they're looking like they can mesh real well together. Well, who knows? You know, Foxy will try to set something up. Blue team's having a little more pressure than they did the last game, but Umer now is going to start with the dribble, gets it around 1. There's a demo on the play, but I guess it does take away some pressure from Orange team as they do have to retreat. Miguel tried to leave it for Lucify. Lucify tried to take a shot because that almost ended up poorly for Orange team. That didn't real much amount to anything except for a counterattack for Orange team.
It's tough too because I think it's hard to isolate like members on Orange team to like boost Starve or Demo because they can all score against you. You're just gonna end up putting yourself out of position more than likely trying to do that than taking them out. But Miguel, what a pass!
It was a good pass, but no one was there for Orange team that time. Umer though, trying to set something up there, nothing was very much able to amount to that. Timothy, can he do something like this or something to set them up? He was not able to actually. He's gonna try to. That was actually a decent pass, but a little too slow. Miguel passes to Umer. A pass back to Miguel. Not the greatest shot, but he leads for Umer. Actually, though, gets it clear. 50 seconds left. Timothy keeps it in. Azuli keeps it back out. Actually, with the shot, but that got saved by Umer.
Oh no! Oh no!
And that is an unfortunate play for the team. Sending it a little too close to each other as Azuli and Lucify were. Unless I'm tripping, that was actually.
That is so unfortunate in such a close game. Such a close game.
Very close game, and now Blue team, at some point, they're going to have to send the house. Obviously, it might not be a great idea, but what do you have to lose at this point? Down 1-0, just over 30 seconds left. Right now, being their half, obviously not a great thing. But Lucify will try to get out.
Let's do it, get it out! Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, that would have been a good chance for Orange team to secure this win, or at least try to. Azuli, though, off the wall, try to get the flipper set. A little too much finesse over here, not enough just solid.
Oh, great touch by Miguel.
Yeah, that was a great clear. Now, Blue team has to carry this all the way towards blue side, or the orange side of the pitch. Ball goes up the wall. Umer gets one touch. Then even dribble. Miguel hits it off the backboard. They were not able to keep it up.
Oh.
Senders win the series 3-0.
What a performance from Orange team in game 2. But this game 3, I don't think they, I think Blue team performed a little bit better. I think you go down, 6-1 in a game, and then the very next game you stop the team that has scored 6 goals on you from scoring really any goals on you. And the only reason you lose is off of a 50.
Yeah, obviously having a demo happen against your team doesn't help. But at the same time, though, positioning is key. Having 2 players there in around the same area does not help your chances. And as, at least for me, the replay showed, Umer got to clear, able to put it into the net.
Yeah, it was a tough loss for Blue team, but great performance from everyone. It's what you love to see. Everybody played their hearts out here, and that's going to wrap up the 55th prospect set for Season 0. I will have one more here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can tune into that. And that will wrap up everything I have for tonight. And then I had King James here on the cast. Big shout out to him. You also see him playing in the league and the draft. And go ahead and give us a like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can find all this link down below. And that's going to be all for tonight. Or till 10. Okay.